It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. It's a Thursday morning, and as always, so good to have you with us. And right now, it's time to head into the final frontier. And we're back again with Spaceman Dan, Dr. Daniel Kahneman. And on Sunday night, people in the Northern Hemisphere were treated to an incredible show. It was known as the Super Blood Wolf Moon. Ooh. But while everyone was watching and waiting to snap photos, something even more rare actually occurred, Dan. And you were talking about it yesterday on Twitter. I saw your tweet. And
So, I mean, while everyone's looking at the lunar eclipse, I mean, I don't know when they started marketing them so well, but it's a lunar eclipse. Someone on Reddit actually spotted on his footage a little flash. And at first people were like, well, no, it's just a dead pixel or something wrong with your camera.
Yeah.
But then everyone else started seeing it too.
Oh, wow.
And basically, an asteroid or like a small rock hit the moon while everyone was viewing this lunar eclipse.
You say small rock, you mean like small?
No, I think, I mean, it's a big flash, right?
Yeah.
But it was probably about, the size of a football or something.
Sure. But it had to have had
But it's
such
moving
an
fast, right?
Oh.
And yeah, quite an explosion. So yeah, everyone went and looked at their footage, and some professional photographers and various astronomers who were filming it too. And yeah, it's confirmed there was definitely an impact. And now basically they're going to try and see if they can find that impact crater amongst all the other impact craters on
Very
the moon.
interesting. I mean, the reason
very.
everyone had their eyes focused on the moon because it was a super blood wolf moon. What the hell is that?
Like I said, I don't know when they started marketing them so well.
Okay.
But basically it was a lunar eclipse. Everyone sort of talks now about the supermoon because it's like a couple of 0.5% bigger than a usual moon. And,
Okay.
but for me, as an astronomer, it's just a lunar eclipse.
Okay.
And yeah, they happen fairly regularly, like between 2 and 5 a year. This one wasn't visible to us, unfortunately. If you were up early on Monday morning, you might have just seen the moon going into eclipse as it was setting. So the lunar eclipse only happened after the moon had already set for
Outside.
us. So on Monday morning,
Yeah.
which is why the Northern Hemisphere saw it in sort of South America.
Yeah. But in terms of this big flash that everyone now saw during this blood wolf moon Monday.
Super moon, blood,
Rah.
wolf.
What's the significance from a scientific point of view?
Yeah, so we know these things happen.
Yeah.
There are guys who are looking all the time. Obviously, to spot one in a full moon is almost impossible because the full moon is so bright already. But in a lunar eclipse, you have a special opportunity. So there are cameras looking all the time for these impacts. And we can basically work out how many of these rocks are out there and how likely they are to impact. Because if we can measure how often they're impacting the moon, we can be pretty sure they're going to impact us on a regular sort of, the same sort of regularity. And
Well, I was going to ask you now, is there a chance it could be heading Earth's way?
well, last week, right? So last week we were talking about the meteor that came in over Cape Town. That was bigger than this one. And for us, it burns up in the atmosphere. So we get a meteor and a streak and a bright flash. On the moon, there's no atmosphere, so it just goes smacks straight into the surface.
Someone out there is looking out for us, man. We just happen to be like the luckiest planet in the whole solar system. We haven't encountered all these crashes and big bangs in a long time. Thank you. Dan, thanks very much for being here with us this morning. Of course, let us know what stories have interested you from the world out there in space. And when you do share those stories with us, always #Expresso Show.